What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to another video. Today's going to be kind of like a shenanigans sort of thing. I don't really know what to call it, but basically I picked up this PC off of Craigslist about a week ago, and I picked it up for $50. And it doesn't look too crazy or anything, but it's sporting an i3-2120, 8GB of RAM, and the biggest thing, the reason I bought it was it came with a 480GB SSD. Now, what we're going to do today is just kind of take this apart, kind of look at everything and kind of see what we're getting, make sure it's all clean. And then I'm going to be putting the SSD in this PC into my laptop because my laptop right now only has 120GB SSD. This one much larger, so might as well just switch it out. So let's not waste any more time, I guess, and just get started. Alright, so this is a ultra small form factor Dell. I believe it's like a 920 or something. I'll put in the video what the exact model is, and it's alright, not too bad. Nice, actually pretty thick heatsink here. Quite a solid amount of metal for heat spreading and such. I've always kind of thought these were goofy, but it works. So I guess first off, let's take out the DVD drive, and all you do is just slide it out, and it'll just pop out. And just kind of pop out the SATA power and info. And by the way, it is the smallest SATA power I've ever seen. I don't know if you can see that, but nice little, just thin DVD drive. Not too bad. Nice little addition. And then next, just get the SSD out. All you have to do is pop this up, slide this up, and then, wasn't even screwed in. So that's good for me. So, there is the SSD right there. SanDisk, not the best, but it'll do. And next, here's some DDR3 RAM. Here it is. Just check it out. So it's two 4GB sticks of actually really nice ADATA XPG RAM here. Clocked at, actually 1866 megahertz. That's really not bad at all. That's actually better than the RAM that I have. So I might actually be switching this out today and just kind of stealing this. Actually, let's go ahead and just do that now before I forget. So take those out, get into my bag of parts, get to my bag of RAM. I went from having no RAM at all to just loads in a matter of I don't know, a month. So, alright, so these are what I'm going to switch them out with. These are just some Corsair 1333 megahertz, or actually 16 megahertz DDR3 RAM, which isn't too bad either. But I picked this out of, I actually took this out of the last build that I made, and held on to it because I needed two 4GB sticks instead of one 8GB stick, so I switched that out. So let's pop the first one in, and then I'll grab the second one. After that, just click it in place. Easy peasy. There's the other one. Not bad, not bad, not bad. There we go. Nice and intact. Have a bunch more. A lot of 8GB. I have the 2x8GB kit, and then there's a bunch of sort of 1GB sticks and 2GB sticks of DDR3, and then I have a whole nother box of DDR2 RAM. So I'm good on RAM, but this is some nice high quality premium RAM. So we'll just hold on to that for now. Alright, so I think, let's just take a look at the inside of this. I don't want to say standard, but I guess normal looking ultra small form factor. I feel like this might fit into a normal case, and I might eventually do that, or I might just leave it as it is. I'm kind of thinking about making this into like a HTPC sort of thing where, you know, just kind of put it under the TV and maybe put like a GT 1030 in it or something like that and just call it a day. Nice little emulator box or something. So it has two SATA ports, PCIe PCIe 16 slot, and then a PCIe one-time slot there. No PCI lanes, but that's all right. Got the HD audio. I believe this is the front header connector. Yeah, that's interesting. I don't know if that's proprietary or not. I feel like it is, which is a little unfortunate if I do want to take it out of the case. What else we got? Oh yeah, the power button is up here, and it's the goofiest looking thing you've ever seen. Unfortunately, it is proprietary, so if I take it out of here, I'll have to figure out like what I'm doing with it, or figure out how to set it up. The heatsink is a little dusty, so that's kind of annoying, but besides that, it's actually a really clean PC. Alright, I think we'll just kind of leave it for now and switch over to the laptop as soon as I find it. Alright, here we go. Now this is the Lenovo Y5070 Touch. I traded my laptop and like $100 to this guy on Hardware Swap for this bad boy. It's got an i7 4710 HQ with a GTX 860M and 8 gigabytes of RAM, and at the time, or right now, as of now, it has 128 gigabyte SSD. But we'll be fixing that real quick. Very nice laptop overall. I feel like, I mean, it's been out for quite a while, but if anyone wants, like, I guess a review of it, I can always do that as well. But you know, let's just move on. So to get into this thing, all you really have to do is remove the screws along the corners and the bottom and the one in the middle, and we're just going to be using a nice little fine screwdriver to work on it. And it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 screws. It's not terrible. Definitely not the hardest laptop I've worked on. Whenever I bought this laptop, the reason why it was so cheap was because you couldn't get any buyers for it, and because of this top area, I'll show you in 1 second. The top area here is busted and the corners cracked, which, you know, doesn't look too pretty, but it doesn't really affect the PC whatsoever. And I'm pretty sure, I haven't like opened up this bad boy yet, but I'm pretty sure that it's just part of the back plate, or the bottom, I guess, cover. So if that's the case, then I'll probably order another bottom at some point off eBay for like $30, and then, you know, just replace it. Easy peasy. Let's continue to do the screws. Yeah, this PC came out when the good old cancer of Windows 8 was around. One weird thing about this laptop is that this little Ethernet port here is like, doesn't open up at all, and it's really funky. Oops. So you have to really just kind of shove it in. It makes it makes people super uncomfortable, or definitely makes me super uncomfortable. I've read reviews. People think they're breaking it and stuff, but yeah, it is what it is. I don't really use Ethernet here in my the apartment. You can see why. The router's like right there, so there's really not much space. You can't really get too far away from the router to the point where like the internet's lacking. Alright, so all the screws are out now. So you just pop it up and kind of push it back, and it just pops off nice and easy. Just got the like grill with filter. That's for the speaker, and just some padding. So very nice. All right, guys. Sorry about that cut. Someone was at the door, but anyways. All right. So here is just kind of everything: motherboard, RAM, ports. Nice heat sink to the fans to blow it out. Nice little speaker there, but SSD is right here. So we'll just. I already took the liberty of popping that off. All this is just 4 screws here to take the drive cage out. I guess you can't really call it a drive cage. More of like a drive bracket, possibly. Maybe a drive koozie. I don't know, whatever you want to call it. I ain't the boss of your words, but yeah, come on, get out. Get out. There you go. So, how's everyone doing today? Go ahead and leave a comment if you're watching this video. I feel like maybe 10 people will, but you know, it's whatever. Just for fun. Alright, so there's the drive. 128 gigabyte SSD there. Very nice, very nice. Then after that, you're going to want to unscrew these screws in the corners that hold them in place. But anyway, yeah, guys, let me know what do you think of this angle. A little janky right now. It is my phone on a TV, like you know, like the dinner trays that you like some couch and eat with. Yeah, that's what you're on right now. But all right, SSD's out. Go ahead and throw the other one in. I want to make sure I put it in the right way first before I kind of mess with anything. So it goes not this way, it goes this way. All right, and then look at that. That's right. Okay, so that's how she goes. So the last video I made, I wasn't able to use a custom thumbnail. I thought it was pretty odd. If anyone knows why that is, I guess leave it in the description. Help me out a lot. I think it might be because we made the, account recently so that we could start uploading, you know, instead of using our personal account Renos. But I think that's probably why. Just Google being stingy boys, not letting me put custom thumbnails. Trust me, it was a great day. You would have really enjoyed it. You're really missing out. Might tease you with it. Like, I don't think I'll tease you with it. I feel like editing that. Also, I had a outro picture, I guess, at the end of that little segue, or I guess the end of the last video I made, but it just came out in blank after I rendered everything, and I tried to fix it, but I just couldn't really figure it out, so I kind of just left it blank, to be honest. But you know, it's all good. Let's go ahead and plug this in first so I don't have to try to finagle with it later. So all you do, I'm just double checking that it's the 480 gigabyte SSD. You really can't beat that for 50 bucks, you know. I've been looking for a long time for a new SSD, and I was gonna, you know, opt for like a 256 gigabyte or something like that. For like, I was gonna try to find one for 50 bucks, you know. But then this came along, and I was like, oh yes, please. This is a magnet. I don't know what it's for, but it's really latching on pretty hard. All right. So, there you go, one screw in. But yeah, I was looking for the longest time, and I just wasn't having any luck. And then this guy came around, and I live in North Florida right now for school. But I come from like Central Florida, and this was over actually down by there, and I was just kind of like perusing and stuff, and I saw this like a little system, and it said like full PC with SSD. I was like, oh, SSD, neato. And for $50, any SSD, is good, because the system by itself is worth more than $50. So any SSD is just a nice little bonus. And I was looking, and then it was like, yeah, it comes with 500 gigabyte SSD. I was like, oh my goodness, 500 gigabytes. What the hell is this guy thinking? And then, I messaged him. I was like, is it actually an SSD, or were you trying to say like hard drive? And he's like, nope, actually an SSD. Put it in myself. I was like, oh my, what? So I wasn't down there, but my buddy, Jaden, he's the other person on this channel, went and grabbed it for me, actually. Good guy, drove over and picked it up for me so I wouldn't have to worry about it, and brought it back, or held on to it for me while I, before I came down. Alright, for the installation, you're just going to want to put this back on, like so. Just kind of slide it on first, and then drop it in. I am having some serious trouble here. Oh, no, what in the world? Going in this dry never really helps. I recommend definitely looking up videos on the subject, but I just wasn't really feeling it. Alright, so now we're just going to screw everything back in to place. And by the power of editing, I have finished in record time. Yeah. Laptop all nice and screwed in. This is real ugly. I think I'm going to eventually replace this. I'm definitely going to eventually replace that. But here we go. Oh, yes. Let's see what's on the hard drive. Or let's see what's on the SSD. Because, honestly, I haven't turned it on to find out. Ooh, nice and quick. Nice. This looks good. Windows 10. Ooh, very fat. That's kinda, I don't like this. I always like to have it like that. Alright, so Windows 10. What kind of Windows 10 is it? Let's go to this PC. And there it is. 404 gigabytes free of 446. Very nice. I am loving that. Alright, let's go properties. And let's just see what Windows this is. This is, where does it tell you? Windows 10 Pro, right there. Nice. Alright, good stuff. First thing I'm going to do is reset the PC, because I don't really know what's on this. And I don't really want to know, or really don't want to find out. Oh, so he just did the free upgrade to Windows 10 from Windows 7. But yeah, let's get started. Just remove everything. We don't need anything. Nice, fresh, clean start. Remove files, and yeah, let's clean the drive too. Yeah, let's go ahead. Oh, plug it in. Okay, well, I'll be back. Alright, well, let's just go back to the ultra small form factor PC here. And just, I don't know, we can play with it a little bit. I think he had something else in it, a little video card or something at the time, but it's taken out since then, but that's alright. The rest of the PC will do just fine. I'm really glad that SSD worked, actually, because I didn't even test this out. I think for now, I'm just going to put everything back in. This is also pretty neat. He had the 2.5-inch drive, the 3.5-inch drive bay, and just kind of sat it inside. with some like really sticky tape. Let's see if I can. I'm gonna try to take out 2.5-inch drive, because what I think I'm gonna do is use a. I had this external hard drive that I've been using because of the 128 gigabyte SSD, of course. So I think what I'm gonna do is just take the hard drive out of that, put it in here, and then just use that with the 500 gigabytes for the time being, at least, which I think will be plenty for, you know, a system like this. Just like a little emulator box, but yeah, we got a free little, nice little 500 gigabyte or 2.5-inch or 3.5-inch to 2.5-inch bracket here. So not bad, not bad. Actually, on second thought, I already have footage and stuff on there, so I'm not really gonna worry about it. Oh, nice AC turning on. Fun, I bet that's gonna sound great. Also, I apologize for the lovely, terrible audio quality that I'm sure is going on. I've got my phone mounted up and using just the internal microphone, so I bet it just sounds real nice and cheesy. But I'm eventually gonna get just like a condenser mic, or not a condenser mic, but a nice just normal microphone that I can wear like a t-shirt mic, and that should be 100 times better than the internal one for the time being. But yeah, let's just go ahead and put this PC back together for now. Just kind of wait on another drive. So all you do, slide this in like this. Let's move these because we need them again. And then pop this down. And then now we're gonna put the thin drive in. This bad boy in, like so, upside down. Very nice, very good, very quality. Pop it down a little bit so it just slides in. Nice click sound. Plug in the SATA, little baby SATA power. It's a nice little thin drive. We'll hide that for now. Leave this out. So we have just a 128 gigabyte SSD. For the time being, not quite sure what I'm going to do with it. Whenever I build another computer for myself, I'll probably be using this. But until then, I'll just probably put it in my box of fun things. And, yeah, where's the top? There it is. But yeah, I really love these old Dells, or the Dell pre-builts, just because, you know, we're really functional, or really easy to work in. They give you like toolless, basically. Really nothing you need to have a screwdriver for. I did all that with just one little precision screwdriver, and it went nice and smooth. But yeah, so end product is Dell with the i3 still. No hard drive or anything, but you know, 8 gigabytes of RAM, clocked at 1600 megahertz, which is not bad. So really, all in all, a great deal for sure. Oh, by the way, Optiplex 390, if I didn't put it in the video. But yeah, so just to recap, we got a Dell ultra small form factor with an i3 2120, 8 gigabytes of RAM. We got a 500 gigabyte SSD, 8 gigabytes of DDR3 1866, clocked at a really lovely, just in a really lovely heat spreader, I should say. Really nice. I like these a lot. Definitely going to be using these later. But yeah, I'm just, you know, impressed with that deal in general. It was definitely a home run. Also came with, you know, a monitor and a brand new keyboard and mouse. Not the best, but you know, it'll get the job done if you're just using it for general office use. But yeah, so that's going to be the end of this video.